The Let Them Theory. A life-changing tool that millions of people can't stop talking about. Are you tired of wasting energy on other people's opinions, drama, and expectations instead of your own life? If so, The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins might be exactly what you've been waiting for. This book is built around one simple, powerful idea you can start using the moment you hear it. Those two words are, let them. At first, it sounds almost too simple, but the more you sit with it, the more you realize how deep it goes. Let them means you stop trying to control what other people think, do, or say. Instead, you start directing that energy toward what you can control, your actions, your choices, your happiness. Mel Robbins, a #1 New York Times best-selling author and one of the world's most recognizable voices on motivation and mindset, walks you through this idea in a warm, no-nonsense way. She mixes real stories, psychology, and practical tools so you're not just inspired, you actually know what to do next. This book is already a #1 bestseller on the New York Times list, the Sunday Times list, Amazon, and Audible, which tells you how much the idea is resonating with people. If you've been stuck in comparison, weighed down by expectations, or constantly pulled into other people's drama, this framework feels like a fresh breath. You don't need a massive routine, a color-coded planner, or a complicated therapeutic model to use it. You just start choosing where your attention goes, and you feel the difference shockingly fast. Now, let's clear something up. Let them doesn't mean you suddenly become passive, indifferent, or checked out from your life. It doesn't mean you stop caring about people or tolerate bad behavior indefinitely. It means you stop carrying the emotional burden of forcing other people to act how you wish they would. You let people show you who they are, and then you decide how you'll respond. Let them have their opinion. Let them underestimate you. Let them take the credit this time. Let them be late. Let them say no. Let them act how they're going to act. Then, instead of reacting, you respond with integrity, self-respect, and clarity. The magic isn't in letting everything slide, the magic is in reclaiming your attention. When you stop reacting to every little thing, you suddenly have energy for your goals, your health, your creativity, and your joy. The book shows that this isn't just feel-good advice, it's grounded in real psychology. It taps into the idea of locus of control, helping you move from obsessing over the external to focusing on your internal choices. It reduces cognitive load by freeing up mental space you used to waste trying to micromanage other people. It supports emotional regulation, helping you pause, think, and respond instead of instantly spiraling. It disrupts the social comparison loops that crush your confidence and motivation. And it builds autonomy and agency, so you actually feel like the main character in your own life again. Inside the book, Mel Robbins walks you through 8 key areas of life where the Let Them theory makes a huge difference. Let's start with work and career. In the workplace, we often burn out trying to control coworkers, bosses, clients, and team dynamics. With Let Them, you stop chasing approval and start focusing on results. Let the coworker interrupt, and calmly set a boundary. Let the client move the goalposts, and clarify the scope in writing. Let the team resist change, and keep modeling the behavior you want to see. You become less emotionally hijacked and more grounded, and surprisingly, that calm confidence earns more respect over time. Next is friendships and your social life. You don't need to manage every group chat, every plan, and every mood swing. Let the friend cancel. Let the group chat spiral without your constant emotional labor. Let people respond late to your messages, and stop chasing them for validation. You respond from clarity, decide what you will and won't tolerate, and keep your peace. Friendships start feeling lighter because you invest in people who show up, not just people who say they will. In romantic relationships, the Let Them theory helps move you from anxious control to healthy boundaries. Let your partner process things their own way. Let them have different preferences. Let them show you through their patterns who they really are. Then you choose whether that works for you, which may mean more appreciation, deeper talks, or honest decisions about compatibility. You're not ignoring real issues, you're dealing with them without trying to force outcomes. When it comes to confidence and self-doubt, Let Them becomes a powerful tool against self-sabotage. Let them judge. Let them doubt your dream. Let them misunderstand your choices. Instead of waiting for universal approval before you act, you build confidence by acting while the world still has mixed opinions. The book also tackles comparison and social media. You know that heavy feeling after scrolling and thinking everyone else is ahead of you. Let them post their highlight reel. Let them have their overnight success story. Let them show off their perfectly curated life. You keep your eyes on your lane and measure progress by your own metrics. Your feed becomes something you view, not something that dictates your worth. Then there's stress, distraction, and boundaries. A big reason we feel overwhelmed is because we're reacting to everything as if it's our job to fix it. Let them help you figure out what's actually yours to carry and what's not. You set small, clear boundaries and, this is the key, you actually honor them. You say no without lengthy explanation. You stop explaining your choices to people committed to misunderstanding you. Suddenly there's room for deep work, real rest, and meaningful progress. The book also speaks to goals, creativity, and risk-taking. Creative work thrives on permission, and most of us are waiting for permission from everyone but ourselves. Let them not get your idea yet. Let them predict you'll fail. You will test, learn, adjust, and continue anyway. By releasing the need to be perfect or universally praised, you get more done and enjoy the process more. A big strength of this book is how different it feels from heavier, more complicated self-help frameworks. Instead of giving you a giant system to memorize, it gives you one anchor phrase you can use anywhere. You're not asked to completely overhaul your personality. You're simply invited to refocus your energy, one choice at a time. Throughout the book, Mel Robbins includes stories, tools, and little scripts you can borrow in real situations. For example, when a coworker takes credit, you calmly send a recap email highlighting everyone's contributions and next steps. When a family member gives unsolicited advice, you say, "Thanks for caring, I've got a plan I feel good about." When a friend repeatedly cancels, you let them, adjust your expectations, and invest more in people who show up. These little changes add up to a life that feels less chaotic and more aligned. The book also includes a simple 7-day Let Them challenge to help you practice the concept. In the challenge, you notice triggers, set boundaries, reduce screen time, take small risks, say no, and then review the results. You'll likely notice you wasted less energy, handled stress better, and moved something important forward. Of course, the book is honest about potential pitfalls too. If you misuse Let Them to avoid hard conversations, you'll stay stuck. If you treat it like permission to tolerate harmful behavior, you'll actually lose power instead of gaining it. The key is remembering that Let Them is a focusing tool, not an excuse for passivity. You still act, you still speak up, and you still protect yourself, you just stop begging, chasing, and controlling. So, who is this book perfect for? It's for you if you're overwhelmed by drama and social pressure. It's for you if you're a high achiever burning energy on things you cannot change. It's for you if you've tried setting boundaries but struggle to maintain them. And it's for you if you want a tool you can use at work, at home, online, and with yourself. If you're looking for dense academic theory or a technical therapy manual, this might feel too conversational. But if you want something you'll actually remember and use in real time, this book is a standout. To get the most from it, read or listen once for the big idea, then skim again and flag phrases you want to keep. Pick 1 or 2 areas of your life, maybe work and relationships, and intentionally practice the Let Them mindset for a couple of weeks. Journal briefly about where you used it and what changed, and you'll see progress building. In the end, the heart of the book is this: you don't need anyone's permission to protect your peace. You don't need everyone to agree before you move toward the life you actually want. Let them do what they do, and you choose what serves your values, your energy, and your future. That shift changes your mood, your calendar, and your results faster than you might think. If you're ready to reclaim your attention, your boundaries, and your joy, click the link in the description to grab your copy of the Let Them Theory and begin your own Let Them journey today. Thanks for watching. Please comment, subscribe, like, and share.